Hi everybody. Hey, we're here today to make our pretty little folio from our bingo last Thursday, and I originally had recorded it on Zoom, and the Zoom file was too big and it was kind of just way too messy, so I thought I would just do a quick little video for you and record it for you this way, just nice and clean, and you can just follow the directions. So anyway, this was the card folio that we were making the other day, and it is secured by a ribbon, or I will show you a little belly band that you can make later. And then you open it up and you will have the products to make the 4 cards along with matching envelopes. I just have 2 in here right now, but you can kind of see how that all works. And so let's go ahead and make that. Okay, we'll put that off to the side for right now. You're going to need your paper score trimmer, whatever you like to use for scoring, but this truly does work the best. Okay, to make the cards, you have your 4 pieces to make 4 cards with matching envelopes, and there is the 4 pieces in 8.5 by 11, and it's going to coordinate with the paper that you're using. And then you have 4 pieces of Whisper White, and then 4 pieces of the little coordinating cardstock to go along with it. We're going to do that last. And then to make your folio with the matching cards, you're going to want the 2 pieces that coordinate together, okay? The 2 pieces that match. In your packet, you had 7 pieces of Designer Series paper from the Hand Pen Suite, and there were 2 of them that matched. So grab those 2 that matched, because although you probably could mix and match, it really doesn't look as well as it does when they are matching. So here's my piece, and we're going to go ahead and put that other piece off to the side, and we will get started. You are going to... You know what I like to do with my paper score trimmer when I know I'm doing a lot of scoring? I'm going to take out the trimming blade. The trimming blade is the dark one. I'm just going to put that off to the side because I don't want to take the chance on cutting this at all. All right, so I got my scorer in. And now what I need to do with this piece is I need to find the exact center. All right, and to do that, I think I'll just slide this over so we are right in the center here. But to do that, find that center, this paper is 12 by 12. You'll see that your paper scorer trimmer is 6 inches, or it actually extends out to 12. And then on the arm here, it's all labeled with the ruler, and it's 6 inches right there. So what you're going to do, your first step, oops, my thing popped out. This one does that. Anyway, and what I'm going to do is I have it lined up on the 6 inches over here, and I found my 6 inches right here, and I'm just going to put a little hash, little score. If you're using our old scorer, be very careful that you don't cut the paper, okay? The new one is a little bit more gentle. So pick that arm up. Okay, so we got that little line right there, and now we're going to turn it. Excuse me, we're going to turn it and go on the other 6 inches, and then find the 6 inches right here and do a little score thing right there. And what you're going to get, and I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but you're going to get a little X right here, or actually it's kind of a little bit of a T right there, and it's kind of hard to see in the lighting, especially with these fluorescent lightings, but in person you can see that. So we can put our score off to the side for a second. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take this point and we're going to meet it right up there, and it's going to nest right into that little X. Okay, so I hope I don't get my head in here. I'm not really used to, I do a lot of Facebook Lives. I don't do videos too much. But anyway, so I hope this is going to go well. Take that and fold that to that point. So you can see right here is that little X, and I just have it nestled in there. Now let's turn it around, and we're going to do the same thing See, there's that X, and you'll be able to see it in person. And I'm going to fold that right, and see how those tips will match. This is the very center point of your paper. Easy way to find the center point. Okay, and then take your bone folder, make that nice and crisp. Okay, now we're going to bring the scoring tool back. And what you're going to do is, hopefully that's in the center there, you are going to open up your scoring. Sorry, this is my older one. I have my new one at home. And anyway, what we need to do is we're going to score down that very center line, okay, right where those tips are. And the easiest way to do that is line it up at the top of your scoring tool so it's nice and flush, and then find those two tips right here, right in the score path. That's where your scoring blade and your cutting blade go. So line that up, and then we're going to go ahead and score that. All right. Slide that off for a second. You can see that nice scoring line. And then we can take our bone folder. Smooth that all out. Okay, and then we have that nice fold. All right, bring back your scoring tool. And what that you're going to do is you're going to line that up on the 1-inch mark right here. You're lining that up right on the 1-inch mark and on one side. Okay, so I like to line it up right here and right there. And then I can always check that it's nice and straight by just scooching my fold over, and I can see that line right here. And I'm good because I have my marker right there. So whatever kind of scoring tool that you're using, you're lining your fold at 1 inch, and then you can go ahead and score that on one side. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we have that center fold, right? Find that center fold there. Line it up at the 1-inch mark, and whatever tool you're using, you just got to scooch it over 1 inch. Score pals would work fine. You just are gonna, you know, we are using the score trimmer cutter, but a score pal would work fine. I always just am double checking to make sure I don't move it. I think I'm moving it. All right, there we go. Just hold that right in place, right on that line. Open it up, and then go ahead and score it. Okay. We can put this off to the side for a second. And what this is going to do, you have the 1-inch score right here and the 1-inch score right here, and then you have your middle. So the middle is going to come up. Okay, now it's just going to switch direction because that's going to become a mountain fold. Okay, and then that first 1-inch mark, that will fold like this. Okay, and then that second 1-inch mountain fold. I gotta just find my score mark. You know, on these busy patterns, sometimes it's hard to see, but you can always kind of feel it. And then you have, what you're going to end up with is that in the middle, okay? Now you can see the folio starting to take shape, right? Okay, good. Only 2 more folds, and then you're all done. So this is really, really easy. It really, once you make one, you can make a dozen, okay? So we're going to take our scoring tool once again. And now, this last fold line right here, the one on the right-hand side, you are going to measure that up at 4 3/4. So you can kind of find your fold line by folding it over, line it up at 4 3/4, make sure it's straight, okay? And this is how much you want to fold the tip at. So 4 3/4 is right over here, and then we score that tip. Okay, we're going to do the very same thing on the other side. So with this last line right here, line it up at the 4 3/4 on the left hand side, right? Correct? And then you have your tip. Make sure that's straight, and then you can just score that. And you're done. You are done with your scoring. It's that easy to make such a pretty little folding folio. All right. This is the first time I've made this in this pattern, and it's actually quite pretty. All of you have different patterns, and all of them turn out beautiful. So you think, oh, I wish I had that other pattern. Don't worry, they all turn out lovely. Every single pattern in this paper is beautiful. Okay, and then there you have your folio. It's that easy. All right, so let's put this off to the side. See how it is on the open, on the inside? And there it is shut. Okay. Let's put this off to the side and go ahead and make coordinating card. Okay, you'll be able to make 4 coordinating cards with what the products that you have. So you're going to have your main card, and you can go ahead and score that main card at 5.5. Okay. So go ahead and just make one card with me right now. All right. And then we have our other pieces that are already cut for you. And you also have ovals from the dual oval punch. And then you have some dragonflies, and we'll come to those later. All right. But for now, what I'm going to have you do is we're going to put our cutting blade back into our paper scorer trimmer, because we do need to cut some paper. Excuse me. Okay, so you have that other full sheet. Grab that other full sheet, and we're going to start out with a first cut. All right, and the first cut is going to be at the 4-inch mark. So you're going to cut it, and so that will be 4 by 12. Okay, we can put this piece, we'll just put this off to the side and concentrate on this piece, which is measured at 4 inches by 12 inches. All right, let's go ahead and put it back into our trimmer, and we will cut each piece at 3 inches. So you're going to get 1, put it back in, cut it at 3 inches, 2, 3, and 4. So you're going to have 4 pieces, which are 4 by 3 inches. Awesome. Okay, we will put those off to the side. Okay, those are for our card. Now we're going to go ahead and cut some for our envelopes as well, because we want to decorate our envelopes. So the next piece you're going to take is that piece that you have remaining. Okay, open up your trimmer, and we will cut at 2.5 inches. So 2.5 by 12, and do that one more time. Two and a half by 12. So this one, you can do whatever you want with it. This is leftover stuff. So we will put that off to the side. And then you have these 2 pieces, and go ahead, put them together, put them through your paper trimmer, and we'll cut both of those at 6 inches. So now you have 4 pieces that are 2.5 by 6 inches. These will be for decorating your envelopes, okay? These will be for the envelopes. So we can go ahead and put those off to the side. Let's start with the card first. We are all done with paper scoring and trimming. All right, so we have our card, and I'm just going to show you one card. You are going to take one of your 3 by 4 inch pieces, and then you have the coordinating cardstock, and that is 4 1/4 by 3 1/4, and you can see how nicely that fits in there. Let me get my adhesive here. Go ahead and stick that on. And I do apologize if I'm popping out of this screen here. I'm getting used to this. Okay, so go ahead and stick that on. There we go. And then you can go ahead and put your tape. This is Stampin' Seal Plus, so this is not going anywhere. But you can go ahead and put that right in the middle or center it on your white postcard. And your white postcard pieces are 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, so now in your pack you had 2 yards of ribbon. I want you to go ahead and get your ribbon and don't get your genial gems. You got a full pack of genial gems in there. And go ahead and take your ribbon, and I want you to cut 2 6-inch pieces of that soft succulent ribbon. Now, if you had, they're approximately 6 inches, but if you also got the class to go, you have a full pack of ribbon, so you can use your ribbon much more freely if you wish. But we're just going to have 2 6-inch pieces, and go ahead and turn your white card over. Put some tape on the back. Okay, and we will stick one edge of the ribbon going this way and one edge of the ribbon going that way. It's just a ribbon saving technique, and you can go ahead and put that right on your card before you tie your ribbon so nothing gets stuck anywhere. See, look how pretty. All these patterns turn out beautifully. And you can go ahead and either you can tie a bow. It's up to you. Some people are bow challenged, so they'd rather just tie a knot. Either way is just fine. We'll just tie a knot today. I'll show you ones that are tied with a bow. If you do want to tie bows and you have that extra ribbon, make sure you cut more than 12. You'll probably need at least 16 inches of ribbon. But either way, hey, look, I'm going to trim that up just a tinge more. There. Either way, they look really nice. Okay, so then you have your ovals. Okay, and some of you have peach ovals, and this comes from that shimmery new vellum that coordinates with the new in colors. So some of you have the pale papaya ovals, and some of you have soft succulent ovals. Whatever you have, whichever ones you want to use, is totally fine, and you can add your greeting onto your white oval however you wish. Whatever greetings, if you did get the hand pen, there's some lovely greetings in there. If you got the pansy, the new pansy suite, there's some nice happy birthdays in there. However you wish to add your greeting is up to you. So add your greeting and then just adhere those together. I put a couple of little Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of mine, and I'm going to pop those up and pop that right in there. Okay, and then we have our dragonfly, and you're going to want to use a black marker. Let me just grab one, and a piece of scratch paper. I need a piece of scratch paper. And we're going to put your dragonfly and go ahead and take him. I already started to color him in, but go ahead and take him and just color in the tail and the head. Okay, and if you use your scratch paper, then you can kind of go off the edge a little bit, and you can see you get that nice little dragonfly look. So use a black marker, black Sharpie, whatever you have works just fine. Take a glue dot, or if you want to use a little adhesive, whatever you wish. I'm just using adhesive because that's what I have handy here. And then you can go ahead and take him, put that right above your greeting. And like I said, some of you may have pale papaya dragonflies. Some of you might have fresh freesia dragonflies. Whatever you have will work beautifully. And then you're going to go ahead and take one of your genial gems. Now, I am going to admit I am plumb out of my genial gems, so I'm just using my in color gems, but originally I had used the genial ones because they're beautiful and they coordinate with the hand penned. So you can put that on there, and then you can go ahead and take some extra gems and you can place them right at the bottom just to kind of pull everything through. You can mix and match your gems. You can do whatever you wish. Okay, so there you have it. You have just a pretty little card that is going to fit inside your folio. Look how pretty that looks. Isn't that fun? Okay, let's go ahead and finish it off, and we will make a coordinating envelope. So you can finish the rest of your cards because you have 3 more, so you can just pause this video or you can come back to it, whatever you wish to do, but you can go ahead and finish it later. We're going to take one of the 4 2.5 by 6 inch pieces, and we have your envelope. You have 4 envelopes. Go ahead and put adhesive on your envelope. And we will stick that right on there. And take your snips or shears or whatever you use, and we will trim that extra designer series paper off. Throw those scraps away. And you have your envelope. Look how pretty that looks. Isn't that beautiful? And then you can make a whole series of happy birthday. You can make a series, or you can mix and match and make some happy birthday, some thank you, and it just makes for a lovely, lovely gift. So let's go ahead and put that in our folio, and you will have 2 on each side. All right. And then you should have some remaining ribbon left. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your remaining ribbon, and you can go ahead and just tie that ribbon. Let's see, what do I have here? Oh, let's see. You can go ahead and just tie that ribbon. You can add another little tag and tie that and make that go around your folio. So it looks just like that. Add another little dragonfly. You know, you can do it however you want. You can add, I know you only have 4 ovals and 4 dragonflies, but you can add any other kind of tag, whatever you wish to do. I also wanted to show you, this is kind of a cute thing to do as well. And let's see, I'm just going to show it to you. This one I made a little belly band. This was one of the ones that we did on Zoom. And if you have a piece of coordinating cardstock, there's so many colors in this hand pen that I'm sure you can find a colored piece of coordinating cardstock, and you can make a little tag. And all it is, it's a 1 inch, let me take it apart so you can see it. It is a 1 inch by 11 from a piece of cardstock, 1 inch by 11. And then all I did was stick it on here, or not stick it, but add it on there, and I just folded it around the edges and added some adhesive. And then I made a cute little belly band and added any kind of little tag or what have you. So you can kind of just see the difference. Maybe you want to tie it with ribbon. Maybe you want to tie it with a belly band. That's totally up to you. And then when your recipient, if you're going to give it as a gift, and then they take that off, then they open it up, and it looks just beautiful. Isn't that pretty? These were really fun to make. Here's one here's another one in the, oops, let me show you all the color. Here's the one in the lavender. Here is one done in misty moonlight and garden green with the here's the coordinating envelope. That's pretty. This is the one that we just did with the belly band, and here is the card. None of the cards I put greetings on because sometimes you don't know what you want to use it for, and It's just totally up to you. You can add your greetings however you wish. I don't seem to have the envelope for this one here handy, but you can see how pretty they all look. So, and then just your recipient is going to love it. This would be really cool in the fall to make it for the fall gifts, for birthday gifts, teacher gifts. This would be a great teacher gift. And it also would be beautiful for Christmas. You can make this with Christmas paper and then use Christmas thank yous, you know, and give it as a little gift, or Christmas cards, Christmas tags. So it really is just a fun little folio and a fun little gift. So here are all of the ones that we made. So anyway, thank you so much for coming to bingo. I know we had some technical difficulties on Thursday night, so I'm happy to be doing this video and getting this all straightened out, and hopefully you'll be able to see it and make your card folio from this video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'm always happy to help. So just shoot me a message or an email or what have you, and we can get your questions taken care of. You guys, thank you again. Take care and happy stamping.